Your Excellency Sheikh Hasina, Honorable Prime Minister of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, dignitaries on the dais, recipients of the Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Student Scholarship, family members of our armed forces, distinguished guests. It is an honor for me to be present here today in the presence of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina as she confers the first ever Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Student Scholarship on the direct descendants of soldiers, officers of Armed Forces of India who were martyred or critically wounded during the historic Liberation War of 1971. On behalf of the government and people of India, I thank you, Prime Minister, for your gracious and generous gesture. Prime Minister, under your and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visionary leadership, India-Bangladesh relations have taken great strides forward in ways that have not only the contemporary but also the future trajectory of partnership in mind. At the same time, we all know that all relations naturally rest on their historical foundations. The relationship between our two countries are in many ways a continuation of the bonds that were forged in blood 50 years ago. Today, as we remember that time, we honor the iconic symbol of the historic 1971 Liberation War, a statesman who liberated from oppression the spirit of a brave people and brought forth a nation. For us in India, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is iconic, a man of action, courage and conviction. He is as revered and remembered in India as he is in Bangladesh. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, Bangabandhu is our national hero too. As a mark of respect to him, both countries have commissioned a biopic on him, which is nearing completion. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, India is privileged to have played a role in Bangladesh's struggle for independence, one of the great moments in contemporary history. When the war started in 1971, our armed forces stood by the people of Bangladesh in their struggle. Their relationship with the Mukti Bahini is a story that all of you know well. We lost many of our brave men and officers in these operations. I pay today deep homage not only to that generation in Bangladesh, but to our valiant men and officers who gave their lives for the liberation of others. For many years, Mukti Jodhas have acted as a bridge between our two countries. That bond is now reaffirmed as the families of our war veterans and of those who made supreme sacrifices in the Liberation War gather here today. The decision of the government of Bangladesh to award Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Student Scholarship is a testament of how the Liberation War in 1971 continues to inspire our bilateral relationship. To the young people who are receiving this scholarship, I would like to offer my congratulations and best wishes for your promising future. You inherit a brave and historic legacy. Please honor and cherish it. As you will move ahead in life, you will be the custodian of the memory of that epochal war that gave birth to a new nation. So do well and be true to everything you do. And that would be one of the finest tributes to a heroic leader in whose name you received this scholarship today. Once again, I thank you, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina ji, for this generous gesture of your government. It is truly a symbol of our unique history. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bangla.
पिछले 2 साल से देश में राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति लागू की गई है। राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति में जो मोटा मोटा कुछ प्रमुख बिंदु पिछले 2 सालों में लोगों की मन पे उतर रही है। 21वीं सदी की नई पीढ़ी ग्लोबल सिटीजन तैयार करेगी। भारतीय भाषा आधारित, भारतीय पद्धति आधारित शिक्षा व्यवस्था एनईपी की एक प्रमुख अंश है। इसको क्रियान्वयन करने के लिए, उसको इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करने के लिए पाठ्यक्रम से लेकर स्कूल की ढांचा सरकार समग्र शिक्षा अभियान, पीएम पोषण अभियान ऐसे महत्वाकांक्षी योजनाओं के साथ साथ शिक्षा एक भागीदारी की दायित्व की विभाग होने के नाते, कॉन्क्रीट लिस्ट में रहने के नाते अनेक राज्यों ने भी अपना अपना तरीका अपनाया है। लेकिन उसी के अंदर एक नया मॉडल खड़ा करने के लिए आज कैबिनेट ने एक नया प्रारूप का अनुमोदन किया है। प्राइम मिनिस्टर स्कूल फॉर राइजिंग इंडिया पीएम श्री के नाम पे एक आदर्श विद्यालय, एक सर्वश्रेष्ठ विद्यालय, एक मॉडल स्कूल बनाने के लिए आज कैबिनेट ने मंजूरी दी है।
President of India Srimati Draupadi Murmu and Vice President Shri Jagdeep Dhankar greeted the nation on the eve of Onam. Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually addressed the plenary session of 7th Eastern Economic Forum in Russia today. He said that India is keen to strengthen its partnership with Russia on Arctic subject. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the Kartavya Path and unveil the statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose at India Gate on September 8th. The Union Cabinet today approved a new Century-sponsored scheme, PM Shri Schools, for the development of more than 14,500 schools across the country. Union Minister Piyush Goyal launched a US startup Setu program in San Francisco to connect startups in India to US-based investors and startup ecosystem leaders.